doesn't go.
See, that shot was very important for him because he's been having some psychological problems, not grasping them, but of a superstar. He's getting attention. He's got to make that layup.
Nate McMillan telling us before the game that he actually had more touches on Friday night than in the first two combined. The cut underneath. Kings lead by 11 at the end of the first quarter. Seattle turned it over, Rex, 5 times, leading to 6 points, including that last play by Peja Stojakovic, cutting, lays it up to 17-point advantage for Sacramento. Sangalo. Jackson and the Williamson Queens tied 2 games apiece, and yes, the visiting teams have won all the games. And then, of course, in the second game, San Antonio taking on Denver, and the Spurs lead the series 2-1. Seattle on an 8-0 run after the 19-point advantage.
The rest of the players in the league.
That's right.
Just that simple. The impact that the big fella has on this league is unbelievable.
2 sweeps there by number ones. The last time that happened, 1997, the Bulls and the Jazz. Maybe turnover. Here's Stojakovic from downtown.
Just the 6th foul on Jerome James in this series. And he's played 75 minutes. Miller goes right at him, tries to get a second.
He's one of the best shooters in the game. You have to get up there and get a hand in that man's face.
What a great surge here by Seattle. Get right back in this game. Sacramento led by as many as 21. The 11-0 run has helped bring it down to Mobley, a mobile friend in the 3 seed. Won the Northwest Division, 52 wins on the season, and a steady season as opposed to the roller coaster of change that Sacramento went through in 2004-2005. Dame 10 that started the game, started the third, and Mike Bibby.
I'm sorry, I didn't see a whole lot there. Saw 2 guys getting tangled up. 2 guys wanted to establish position. I didn't say anything dirty or flagrant.
Peja off the screen by Williamson. That's back-to-back field goal.
Antonio Daniels, to me, has made a huge difference since he's came into the game. He's come into the game, just his aggressiveness, not looking to score so much on the dribble penetration, but he's setting up opportunities for everybody else.
Williamson, nice dunk down to Brad Miller.
At both ends of the floor. Playing well.
Yeah, there's me 3 strips down in the paint against baskets that should have been layups.
1 out of 2 for Fortson. 6-point lead, matching the biggest lead the Sonics have enjoyed. Lewis did a good job on Stojakovic, despite the fact he was the scoring leader.
Ray Allen did a great job there switching the rotation.
And Jackson going backdoor. Let's meet the Bulls in Game 2 of their series. Coverage begins at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Well, Bibby, Mobley, and Stojakovic are a combined 6 of 19 from the field. That'll help the percentage as paid.
Clinch the title.
Tough team. And Wally Walker, who is now the president and CEO of the Sonics, was also a member of that championship team. 1 free throw made and matches the biggest lead of the game for the Sonics, 15. 3-point field goal by Coutinho, leading with 17. You want to look at the bench, Nick Collison a part of that. The Sonics have outscored the Kings 33-16 and out-rebounded the Kings bench 17-8. Huge hit.
Yeah, their bench has been the story here tonight. They play with great energy.
Sangala with Maurice Evans, Bobby Jackson, Brian Skinner, and Eddie House in there for Sacramento. Sangala backing in and overcome. 17.
That was a great call by Nate out of the timeout. He basically told Jerome James, look, I'm going to you in the low post. I don't want to see any fadeaway jump shots. I want you taking this ball to the rim.
Bobby Jackson hitting the jumper. And
thank you, Ray Allen. So now gotta get those out quick, because it always changes.
Now, Tommy, let me feature this one. There's Sangala. And Bobby Jackson gives it back to him.
Nice
Sangala gonna power in. Tommy, you want to make a point about Daniel.
Well, Daniel's, won a championship with the San Antonio Spurs, so he knows what it's like not only to be in the playoffs, but go all the way through the playoffs and win a championship. Now, it's been a while, but after about the first game or two, you settle in, the butterflies go away a little bit. Kenny Thomas, maybe that.
Who lead it by 19, their biggest margin of the game.
Not often you can go 1 for 3 on putback dunk attempts. That's exactly what he just did.
Knocked away into Thomas's hands.
Got to make those shots right there.
And he drains the 2. Seattle ended a drought of 8 misses in a row with that field goal. Stojakovic, the 3 is good, and as Tommy has pointed out, we see Brad Miller's off the bike. He is on the floor right now, and he comes up with that loose ball. So Ostertag and Miller together. Adamman will take a look at 2 bigs out here to see what he can do. Fortson, Radmanovic, and Collison on the floor. These matchups will be important to the coach as he looks at the tape over and over following game 1, regardless of what happens.
Offensively, Mike, the contact there, that's what they'll be looking at most. And here's the applause. Back to you.
Yeah, Jim, fans realizing out of the timeout as Jackson comes down to the table. Meantime, Phoenix has opened up an 8-point lead. Coutinho Mobley shoots over Joe Johnson, and Barbosa, who was injured there in the opening quarter, is back in the lineup, checking that bruise on that upper left thigh. So Barbosa joins Jim Jackson, Walter McCarty, Steve Hunter, and Quentin Richardson. Kevin Martin's checked in for Sacramento, and Darius Sungaila as well with Eddie House, Greg Ostertag, and Maurice Evans. And Sungaila now in his second year out of Wake.
And that'll be good enough.
And they are 12th in the league, giving up 44% from the field. You see the variety of first and last. The last time a team did that with the Sacramento Kings in 1999.
Well, I'm not big on the stat of how many points you give up. Because if you play
at halftime, including Gary Gerald, the radio announcer since the Kings have come out here. Gary works the Indy 500, our Indy racing.
To remind you to reach for something higher in healthcare. Ask your doctor about Altius. It's a higher level of healthcare. Put the ball in the air, and it tipped over, and picking the ball up for Sacramento will be Coutinho Mobley down the left side. Referees Dan Crawford, Bernie Adams, and Kevin Fair. Now wide right, Corliss Williamson out of Arkansas. He'll take it up top to Brian Skinner to the angle left again to Coutinho Mobley. Mobley down on the low block. Brian Skinner in the paint. Turn to his right. Corliss Williamson turned in to score. Nice move. So it's 18-11 Jazz. Jazz 14 points in the paint. Kings with 4.
And that's one of our keys. We thought they needed to score in the paint. They had an advantage there.
Here's Mobley, right side, jumping 20-footer, that's good. Coutinho Mobley, his first 2 for. He does it all.
And a singer as well.
Great singer. He's done the anthem 3 or 4 times here for the Jazz. They're driving in the paint. Corliss Williamson reach back with the right hand and scores. Great left to right move, and he has 12 points along with Kirk Snyder. Front court, Kevin Martin. Working the point guard, over to Mike Bibby. Bibby behind the cross court right side. They'll go there to Sungaila, jumping up and in, about an 18-footer. And that's good. So 4 points for Randy. Got a 10-point Jazz lead. Eddie House across midcourt left to right for Sacramento. On the right wing, he'll go to Kevin Martin. Up top to Sungaila. There stands back to House. Roll it to Sungaila. Down the middle, go up to the right side. Block by Collins. He gets it back, stuffs it in, and he's fouled. Sungaila. Nice second effort after having his
7 points.
At 6'7", can play a small forward, big guard, tough matchup either way.
Sacramento with their starting 5 against Stojakovic back in Sacramento. Strained groin. Here's Evans with a 3. And Maurice Evans, boy, left.
The teams down the stretch. So, but a very different looking Kings team right now. No Brad Miller, no Bobby Jackson. Obviously, the big trade. There's Brad looking on, but certainly has got that kind of styled hair look. I think.
Oh yeah, that's when I think of Brad. I definitely think of style.
You think of kind of a male model look.
Yeah,
that's Brad.
Yeah. All right, Mobley, 2-pointer, good. And Coutinho
would like to win 63 games. Very important to he and the players.
Yeah, well, I want to see what happens if he wins 63 and in the fourth quarter when Nash plays 35 minutes, he turns an ankle. Here's Martin. And how about Kevin Monday when the Denver Nuggets come in town? Because if this score holds up on Monday night, the Phoenix Suns will have a chance in front of their hometown fans to clinch Jackson and Barbosa. For the Kings, House in the backcourt with Martin, Ostertag, Williamson, and Sungaila on the front line.
99-73. And here's Kevin Martin, and he hits.
Teams met just a short time ago, last Sunday up in the Arco Arena. I mean, the Lakers were pounded on the glass, 62-32. And the
one away, one at home, and then you get at Utah. So you win this when you put yourself in at least a pretty good position to not lose past number 6. You do not want 7.
Bibby firing. No, have lost 13 of 15. Will not be going to the playoffs for the first time after a 10-year run. Sacramento has clinched a 7th consecutive playoff berth as Stojakovic bangs home the first career until this one. 4 of the last 5 years, the Lakers have gone into the finals, but this year it's vacation time. Tierra Brown and Luke Walton come in for Los Angeles as we start the second quarter. Thomas over Divac. Sacramento has the lead.
Leaving their best friends as you're going through their development years. So you just can't do it without them. And they're the ones that you just wish could get the award also. I'm shooting. Okay.
It's April 10th. We're out of the playoffs.
I'm going for double figures here today. Come on,
listen, like blankets.
You're pretending that you do not remember that time. We all had plans.
That's right. Oh, and that is Martin. Melodrama all the time. Next week the Mavericks come in and it's Daniels put it on his
face and still got it home. Well, the good battle in the 3 previous games, especially the game here, was Mike Bibby versus Damon Stoudemire, the former.
Severe because he's having one of the best stretches in his NBA career for the Sacramento Kings.
Hot shooting early on by both teams. All the Kings need is another injury, of course. Bibby, as Darius Sangaila is in the game for Thomas. To watch from the Kings bench. Blazers back on top by 2.
And another statement, it shows he's got some confidence in, the guys that are playing off the bench for him.
Sangaila down low, Stojakovic not often seen. For good reason. Peja gets loose. Patterson is Stojakovic as he has been the hot king in this quarter. Peja 22 points in the game. Bibby to Williamson. He's been hot as well, playing for the
Miles in and out.
The rebound is Skinner.
When you look at the teams in the league that are on losing streaks, as Mobley finally strikes, Patterson will now deal with Big Nasty.
Williamson.
So Chaos and Nasty will go at it.
I'm not sure who wins out of that. Skinner all the way to the rack. Up
from the bench this evening in trail 27-26, just underway here in the second period. Corliss Williamson, Peja Stojakovic, Darius Sangaila, along with Eddie House and Maurice Evans on the floor. This is Sangaila.